Hello guys, I'm glad to present our solution, P2P solution, which we hope will help to monitor censorship in Ethereum blockchain. Let's start analysis of description of our data. Of course, the main data source is mempool, public mempool. We parsing it, we're streaming 24/7. For every transaction hash, we have minimum time for first time entry in mempool. Also, we use public Ethereum dataset to extract info about transactions and blocks. We use IP to extract data to mark blocks with every MEV relay. Also, of course, we know about what relay is OFAC and non-OFAC compliant. To divide blocks on LiDAR and non-LiDAR validators, we use LiDAR dataset, which provided by LiDAR themselves. And of course, to mark with MEV builders, we manually labeled Ethereum addresses. And of course, we know all OFAC sanction list from public sources. Using these all sources, we created and currently maintain two public datasets, a table with transactions, and table with missed blocks for transactions. Missed blocks appeared here due to the transactions sender or receiver being in OFAC sanction list, and such transactions unfortunately could not be included so fast, and we have some missing blocks here. Exact criteria for such transactions and blocks you can see in our dashboard and article, and I will discuss about this at the end of our presentation. We changed location of our datasets, and I will see you our dashboards and datasets at the end of the presentation. We proceeded three main goals during this grant. Of course, the first goal, track metrics day to day. The second goal, track different subgroups to find out some reasons for difference in this degradation matrix, which we measure as time delays in seconds and blocks, and determine, of course, the degree of LiDAR participating in degradation blockchain due to censoring. Our main metrics, as I said, time delay. Also, we have information about cost, and we construct different metrics in subgroups, such subgroups as MEV relays, LiDAR versus non-LiDAR validators, MEV builders, and of course, we mark transactions with OFAC addresses. Let's analyze these few plots. These plots are example of our historical tracking of main metrics. The first main matrix is dominance of OFAC and non-OFAC compliance blocks, based on analysis of MEV relay, which I remember you that there are division between MEV relay which have OFAC and non-OFAC compliant. And the plots below represent time inclusion for transactions with OFAC addresses and others. The first plot above illustrates to us that the influence of censoring decreases during our research period, and Justin also said about this. Plot below reflects a big difference in time inclusion between transactions which have receiver or sender is an OFAC list and others. Of course, censorship within the Ethereum ecosystem creates troubles, and it expresses in more high time delay / time inclusion. Yeah. Of course, we track much more metrics in different subgroups, which you can see in our dashboard, and I will show you in the end of the presentation. Of course, we did not forget about LiDAR. We track degree of participation of LiDAR in producing blocks depending on OFAC compliance MEV relays. Here we can observe that LiDAR share in producing OFAC compliance blocks decreased by 3 times during the last months, from 60% to 25%. Definitely, partially it's caused by decreasing share of OFAC compliance MIF relays. But if we show plot below, you can see that share of OFAC compliant blocks for non-LiDAR validators did not decrease significantly, only from 45% to 40%. And also remember that almost all blocks for LiDAR validators are built with MEF technology. This plot demonstrates us the share of LiDAR in producing of missing blocks. Remember that missing blocks are problem blocks which can appear due to censorship, and we can see that share in participation in producing of missing blocks is on the level of participation in the whole Ethereum ecosystem, 30–40%. It's not so so bad as, for example, MEF-Watch indicates us. It's not about, of course, 100% participation. Last, this slide demonstrates us the full list of criteria to filter out potential censorship transactions, because high time delay for transactions could be induced by objective reasons, low cost, full reserve blocks, etc. This criteria you can see in our dashboard. Our future plans are about firstly, get full coverage mempool data with 3 different times, because nowadays, unfortunately, we don't have full coverage mempool data. Improve freshness release data, mark all blocks by pool name, not only LiDAR versus non-LiDAR validators, and consider empty blocks in analysis. Now, please let me show our dashboard. Yeah, this is our dashboard, and reports.p2p.org superset dashboard Ethereum Censorability Monitor. And this is our main board. This board contains our main metrics, like share of building blocks under OFAC, without relay censorship, and ethical relay censorship. Also, we have historical data about censoring depending on OFAC and non-OFAC compliant MEF relays. Of course, data about time inclusion for transactions in OFAC and non-OFAC blocks. Average inclusion time for OFAC censored transaction after filtering with criteria, which you can show here. This all our criteria to filter out. I remember transactions which have high time delay in objective reasons. Also, data both LiDAR versus non-LiDAR. This is about both I said earlier. And participation of LiDAR validators in producing missing blocks. Yeah.